City. We got a beautiful day here right now. Got motorcycles getting unloaded off of trailers. We got bikes out here. Hey, look, man, it's sunny. It's 53 or so, 54 degrees. It's not too terribly bad. Where are we at today?
We're at the Midwest Swap Meet.
Midwest Swap Meet Bike Fest.
Oh, okay.
This year, they changed it this year, man. Instead of doing a Saturday and Sunday or whatever, now it's a Friday night. They had live music out here yesterday. Now we're here on Saturday. It's just noon time, but you know what? The parking lot's pretty full. I can see a lot of people walking around here. What do you say we go around and find out what's new this year at the new Midwest Bike Fest?
It rhymes.
Doesn't it sound good?
Yeah, it does.
All right, man. Hey, we want to do a quick shout out to Ladendorf Law. They are now Ladendorf, Fregiato, and Bigler. They are bigler and badler than ever. You know what we always say? Hope you never need a personal injury lawyer, but if you do, Ladendorf, Fregiato, and Bigler. Ladendorf Law is all you need to know. Go to steelhorsethunder.com, click on the Ladendorf logo, and bam, you're right there on their website. All right? Cindy, let's go see what kind of trouble we can get into.
Let's go. So Bob, we're here at the motorcycle swap meet, and you know, it's been a while since I've seen you.
It has been.
It's been a long while.
It has.
I can't even tell you how long. But you have a ton of sunglasses. Tell me about the business. Optical what?
Optic Armor. So Optic Armor, I started it, actually this is our 16th year, so I started as a retirement plan for, for the future. So we grew the business over the years, and we would do the motorcycling events, and we did Jonesboro there for a long time, but when it was part-time, it was easier to do the smaller events or the more local events. But as I, after retirement and the dream became a reality of traveling, I grew into a bigger trailer. So I had the one trailer that was 20 foot. Now I have the 30-foot trailer. We have polarized, we have shatterproof lenses. We have some made in the USA stuff, which I'm really proud of. Yeah. Made in Arizona. So then, we travel the country now. We do all the major rallies, Daytona, Sturgis. I just got back from Arizona Bike Week, which is a good time. I do Texas, and I travel all over.
All over the place. You're going all the time now.
9 months out of the year.
Your part-time business became the full-time out of town.
Exactly. It's a full-time minimum wage job. I love the business. It's a lot of fun, but it's just a way to travel. And so I get to go around the country and sell the products and show people and give them a quality product for a fair price. And that's always been my business model. Is it may seem $25 or $20 or whatever is pricey, but when they're shatterproof lenses or polarized or bifocal, we try to provide that eyewear that's specific to the customer's needs.
Awesome. And you do a fantastic job.
I appreciate that.
I'm going to tell you, if you go to any of the rallies, look for why can't I say your name? Say it again.
Optic Armor Eyewear. The big yellow trailer. Always look for the big yellow trailer.
Look for the big yellow trailer amongst all the other trailers.
Thank you.
Your eyeglasses are the best. I've had them before. I don't think these are yours, but I've had yours before, and they are fantastic. You do a great job. I love seeing you because you're always so happy and excited, which is good to see when people are, having a good time doing what they're doing.
How can you not be excited at a bike rally? It's my passion. It's what I've done for years. I was involved with the BATE of Indiana, and that's what got me started in, traveling more and seeing more functions. And that's what the sunglasses is. It gives me that, the reason to go to more places. I mean, to go to Daytona or Sturgis, or, I go to different places. I go to Maine now for the Laconia. I don't go to the big place. I go to the little places. I like supporting those mom and pops. Mm-hmm. So I'll set up there rather than at the main street, party town. I'll go and support a smaller business like myself, and they welcome us. And so that's the fun part of it. It's just meeting the great people from around the country. And you and Scott, not Steve, like I said earlier, Scott, you're great people, and we love what you guys do on your show, and we've known you for years, and it's always a pleasure to see you guys.
Well, thank you. We enjoy seeing you guys. I'm glad you're out there doing what you love to do.
Thank you.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, Dustin. Ladendorf Law has been a sponsor of Steel Horse Thunder for many, many, many years. There's been some changes. What can we expect?
Well, Ladendorf Law is now Ladendorf, Fregiato, and Bigler as of the 1st of this year, January 1st, 2024. It is the same team, the same people. Everyone's still involved. We just simply have a name change. Myself, Dustin Fregiato and Matt Bigler are now partners with Mark.
Okay. And so the fact that Ladendorf Law is now Ladendorf, Fregiato, and Bigler, you guys are bigger and badder than ever, correct?
Of course, absolutely.
All right. Integrity is still the same?
Absolutely.
All right, Dustin, I'm glad you guys are on board.
Thank you very much.
All right, man, we're out here at the Midwest. I want to keep saying the Midwest Swap Meet, but I know it's kind of Midwest Biker Fest now.
It's the Midwest Motorcycle Swap. Yeah.
Motorcycle Swap Meet, Biker Fest kind of thing on the flyer. They threw that in there. I know they had live music last night. Now here we are on Saturday. What brings Ladendorf Law out here amongst all these hoodlum motorcyclists?
For one thing, I'm a hoodlum motorcyclist. I'm just an old one. We represent bikers,
Yes,
you know
you
that.
do.
And as I've been telling people, take a patch. We've been with Steel Horse since they began, and then up through Steel Horse Thunder, back with Steve and Scott, and I guess whoever's next
Whoever
after
the
we're
next-
gone.
That's right, the next generation. Hey,
Next
Steve
generation.
Steve did the show for 12 seasons.
Yeah.
Cindy and I have now done it for 12 seasons.
Yeah.
We're starting season 13.
And you were only going to do it for about 5 or 6 years, weren't you?
It wasn't going to be long. I do remember saying, if I can do it for 12 seasons like you, I will then be 63 like Steve was.
Yeah.
And then I can retire, and I'm nowhere close to being able to retire. So, and this would have, 12 would have been it, had we still been on Wish TV and all that, and I had to deal with all that stuff. But the fact that we're doing it the way we do it now, I'm like,
I hope you didn't catch that eye roll when
I
you
think-
said Wish TV.
I think I can keep doing this. You know, I can do this for many years now. I enjoy it again. It's fun. I enjoy coming out and doing all this stuff. So, I don't know. I'm all about it. So, how are things at Ladendorf Law? Now, let me ask you, are you officially retired
I
or?
retired 5 years ago. They just dust me off and bring me out.
I still
for this.
see you at events, and so it's like,
well, I
okay.
still help out, and we talked about doing the expo, and you know they moved everything around. They didn't have a booth big enough,
Right.
and we didn't get out there because they had contacted me. You want to run it? Does Joyce want to help you? I go, yeah. Joyce is always my partner in crime, and then just didn't have anything that could accommodate what we had, and we started doing the expo. I don't know, right the year I went with Mark, which would be 22 years ago. Cheryl and I went out one Friday night, and they put us in half a booth from Wish when I call you Steve. It's hell getting old. But put us in half a booth with Steve and Angie. And I told Mark, I go, we need our own booth. And we got our own booth. I said, that's where the bikers are. That's where we need to be. And oh, by the way, don't give out this stuff. Give a badge, give a pin. We want that kind of stuff. But, you know, we give an assortment of things because
Hey, I always said the mirrors were pretty handy back in the 70s and 80s. A little mirror like that to kick with me, it was always pretty handy.
yeah,
I'm just, not that I condone it, I'm just saying it was pretty handy back in the day.
I know nothing about that kind of stuff.
No, but you guys do have the koozies. You have the patches like that we proudly wear on our
Well, and the
uniforms.
frisbees.
The frisbees.
Scott gave those. Steve gave those out that year, and they just flew. I mean, frisbees
They
flying.
flew.
Oh,
They
that sounds
flew
like
right
one
off
of
the shelf, didn't
one of
they?
your jokes. But
I'll save that for Monday night.
yeah, but I told him, I said, get frisbees. The
Mm-hmm.
people were coming for them, and they said, our dog likes them. Our kid, we don't care who likes them.
Yep.
Just don't call us when they go on the roof.
Same as the pucks, the kickstand pucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, I use them for coasters. I've got so many kickstand pucks, I actually use them for coasters. And they work fantastic
And
for
when
a
they
coaster.
first started giving those out at the expo, we had people that not real familiar with motorcycles. You know, at the firm, not everybody loves them.
Right.
You'd say, oh, you can use it for a coaster. I go, no, you can't. They're too expensive. Here's a coaster. But we gave them out as good. We didn't care. If people want them, we would hand them out. So
No, we have them in the Steel Horse Thunder Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
I have some Ladendorf ones. I've got a Rams ride. I've got several.
Everybody
because
had
I get
them.
so many from so many
A-Bait
different
had
places.
some one year, but they made you give them back when you was out at the track. We weren't, and I thought, well,
Right. Well, I am just very thankful to have Ladendorf Law on board again for another season. I know you guys just you're so much more than just a law firm because you are out here at the Biker Fest. You're going to be at multiple rides throughout the
I'll
year.
be at the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. I'll try to act
Nice.
proper.
Nice. I'm looking forward to this Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. I absolutely love that event. I'm going to ride this year. They said even though I ride a Harley, they're going to let me and Cindy ride our
Well, then
motorcycles
I'm going to
this
bring
year.
mine down to show.
So, I mean, my bike is 25 years old now. It is kind of a classic. So
The older we get.
I'm just saying. So thank you guys so much for being out here and being a part of Steel Horse Thunder. And, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at so many rides this
Well, I
year.
hope to get over to Groggy Goat Monday night.
Yes.
The new sponsor. We need to give them a good showing.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right. Well, hopefully I'll see you on Monday
Yeah,
then.
hopefully.
All right. Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you, dear.
Big shout out to Krambos. Chris Crampy, world-renowned painter. They have Harley mechanics. They have all the accessories, the bells and whistles that you need for your motorcycle. They do great tire sales there, and they have some really cool attire. Get your swag at Krambo's, US 40 over in Greencastle. That's right, it's the Texaco building, 6.3 miles west of US 231, right off of US 40. You know what they say, Krambo's, they'll get you noticed. All right, Gino, here we are, man. We're at the Midwest Motorcycle Swap Meet. You guys are set up. You got Cody's ride stuff ready to go. You've got some awesome motorcycles here. Tell us a little bit about Cody's ride for this year.
Cody's ride, this is our 9th annual Cody's ride. It'll be June 21st is the actual ride, but we have kind of a pre-party gathering, just kind of a pared down version of Cody's ride Friday night there at Bill Monroe Music Park and Campground on June 20th. What you could expect from Friday night is live music, bike games, food trucks, and just a lot of good fun fellowship that isn't really as scheduled as Cody's ride on Saturday.
Right.
Saturday, what you could expect is we'll leave Frenchie's Pub. I think kickstands up is 11:30, and then we'll have a nice long ride through Brown County. We have one stop this year at the Crowbar, and then we'll arrive at Bill Monroe Music Park Campground about 3:30, and then we'll move right into our live auction. Tons of great products at our live auction.
Always.
Then we'll have the bike games, and then after the bike games, we'll go right into live music. We got some great bands lined up this year. We'll draw for these two beautiful Harleys at 9 o'clock on the main stage. That's really pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about this is CVO, is it not?
It is. This is a 2011 CVO Road Glide. It's a pretty rare color. Most people have never seen that color. That's because they only made, I think it was 236 of them that were that color here in the United States. Beautiful bike. It's got new tires, new brakes, tons of other goodies. Just a good all-around running bike. I mean, winner gets choice, this or the Sportster, but I call this the grand prize, and that's second place. And then third place, I believe this year we have a very large Yeti cooler. It's going to be full of some good stuff. And then fourth prize, we have another Yeti cooler. It just won't be so full.
Gotcha. Oh, you guys always have so much cool stuff there. You know, I've been saying that I really want to be more of a part of it this year. I want to, be able to do the ride. I want to come out on Friday and, enjoy some of the music and the party and the bike games on Friday night. And it's just so hard for us to ever commit to anything. You know what I mean? Because we're kind of get pulled in every different direction. But we will definitely be there Friday and Saturday this year for sure. And I don't know. It's just, when are you going to change the name from Cody's Ride to Cody's Rally?
We're still kind of talking about that. we don't know if we're going to call it a rally, or we got a couple other things up our sleeve that most people aren't using yet. That way it might work out. You know, I mean, because it's grown so big now to where we're going to have to do something a little bit different. Like, it started as just I think first year was like 100 bikes, and now you can almost see the tail of bikes from Morgantown all the way to Trafalgar. Right. I mean, when we hit the curves and stuff, it means so much to us, but it makes my wife tear up every time she turns around, and we're 4 curves ahead of everybody, and you can still look back and see people coming out of the cemetery where Cody's buried. Right. So that just it means a lot. But so we got to do something, and another thing that we're doing this year is the music at the campground. It actually starts at 1 o'clock. So if you don't ride a bike and you're not going to make it on the ride, you could go straight from where we start there at Frenchie's. You can come hang out there, watch us depart on our bikes and stuff, and then you can go straight down there to Frenchie's. Straight down to Bill Monroe, check in there, and then check it or watch the music.
That is super cool. Super cool. And that was the thing. I know Friday night's crowd is as big as Saturday's crowd. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason why I was joking, saying, when are you going to call it a rally? Because it's definitely more than just a ride. That's for sure. What you guys do is fantastic. And I know you guys also have Frenchie's Ride coming up later on this year. We'll talk about that at a later date. But it's just always good to see the outsiders here at the motorcycle swap meet. Yep. We look forward to bumping into you guys every time we see you. It's always good. You guys are family, so.
Well, I appreciate you guys. We appreciate what you do. Really do.
Right on, Gino. Cindy, what'd you think? Motorcycle swap meet / biker fest. What do you think about it?
I thought it was awesome. They have it set up, in the 2 buildings, and then they have the middle building. They got the bike show, which the bikes were pretty cool this year. I like the bikes.
I was very impressed with the bike show. A lot of nice looking bikes out there.
It's just fun. Everybody gets out. This is the first of the season, so everybody gets out. They buy their stuff, parts for their cars, for motorcycles. Sorry. And it's pretty cool. I mean, they do a fantastic job. And this fairground is pretty nice.
I love the Hendricks County Fairground. Love that they moved it over to here. I really do love the way it's set up out here. But we've said it forever. I mean, for going on 25 years now, I've always said this event, the MidWest Motorcycle Swap Meet, is the beginning of spring. Yeah. I've always said that. I don't care about robins. When I come to here, and now I know it's officially spring, summer's right around the corner, man. It just makes you excited, makes you ready to get out and ride on the motorcycle.
Exactly.
It's just all that. Sitting out here in the sun, it's pretty nice. It's a little cool today, but there's still quite a few bikes that rode out here. But this is what it is. This is the beginning of the season to me. It is. And I'm just so happy that Midwest Motorcycle Club, that they've been doing this all these years, that they continue to do it. And I hope to see them again here next year.
Yep.
All right, man. Hope you enjoyed the show. And if you need anything else, just go to steelhorsehunter.com. You can find everything you need right there. And Cindy, you know how we end this thing. It's not what you ride.
It's that you ride.